Nero 47 is live. See what Trump got to say about Venezuela.
For the last 4 years, the United States was ruled by politicians who fought only for insiders, illegal aliens, career criminals, corporate lobbyists, prisoners, terrorists, and above all, foreign nations, which took advantage of us at levels never seen before. They flooded your cities and towns with illegal aliens. They decimated your hard-earned savings. They indoctrinated your children with hate for America. They just released a level of violent felons that we had never seen to prey on innocent. They caused war. They caused mayhem. They caused a horrible situation all over the globe. But now you have a president who fights for the law-abiding, hardworking people of our country, the ones who make this nation run, who make this nation work. And after just 1 year,
let's see what Trump's going to say today.
Anyone could have imagined. Starting on day one, I took immediate action to stop the invasion of our southern border. For the past 7 months, 0 illegal aliens have been allowed into our country, a feat which everyone said was absolutely impossible. Do you remember when Joe Biden said that he needed Congress to pass legislation to help close the border? He was always blaming Congress and everyone else. As it turned out, we didn't need legislation. We just needed a new president. We inherited the worst border anywhere in the world, and we quickly turned it into the strongest border in the history of our country. In other words, in a few short months, we went from worst to best. We're deporting criminals, restoring safety to our most dangerous cities.
Yeah, Trump talking all that bullshit like he's saving America. This is Psalms 55 and 21 in the NLT. His words are as smooth as butter, but in his heart is war. His words are as soothing as lotion, but underneath are daggers. So he's talking about saving America. But how's he doing that? By rounding up the Latinos and Negroes, all right, the Israelites. And then he's going to say he's saving America, but he should be talking about Venezuela here soon, which, hey, through the spirit, we called it. They seized the tanker. Now they're surrounding Venezuela, saying no more tankers coming in or out. Let's see what it says.
Where education belongs. After rebuilding the United States military in my first term, and with the addition we are adding right now, we have the most powerful military anywhere in the world, and it's not even close. I've restored American strength, settled 8 wars in 10 months, destroyed the Iran nuclear threat, and ended the war in Gaza, bringing for the first time in 3,000 years peace to the Middle East.
They shall seek peace and safety and shall not find none. This is Jeremiah 50 and 22. A sound of battle is in the land and of great destruction. The sound of battle. Hey, Lord's will, he declares war tonight. Let's see.
Driving up prices and everything at levels never seen before. I am bringing those high prices down and bringing them down very fast. Let's look at the facts. Under the Biden administration, car prices rose 22% and in many states 30% or more. Gasoline rose 30 to 50%. Hotel rates rose 37%. Airfares rose 31%. Now under our leadership, they're all coming down and coming down fast. Democrat politicians also sent the cost of groceries soaring, but we are solving that too. The price of a Thanksgiving turkey was down 33% compared to the Biden last year. The price of eggs is down 82% since March, and everything else is falling rapidly. And it's not done yet, but boy, are we making progress. Nobody can believe what's going on. Here are just some of the efforts that we have underway. You will see in your wallets and bank accounts in the new year. After years of record-setting falling incomes, our policies are boosting take-home pay at a historic pace. Under Biden, real wages plummeted by $3,000.
Any Babylonian that believes this clown's a complete moron. Jeremiah 51 and 9, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. All right, there's no fixing America. America ain't gonna be great again. All right, he can say whatever he wants. It says, forsake her and let us go everyone into his own country. That's why you have an exodus of these nations leaving and then going back to their countries. The people that know, that's in the know anyway. For her judgment reaches unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. Point was Babylon's not going to be healed.
Very importantly, there are more people working today than at any time in American history.
That's a lie.
100% of all jobs created since I took office.
Psalms 58:3 through water. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. This nigga's just up there lying to the American people.
The only way to make a country powerful and great. This historic trend will continue. Already, I've secured a record-breaking $18 trillion of investment into the United States, which means jobs, wage increases, growth, factory openings, and far greater national security. Much of this success has been accomplished by tariffs. My favorite word, tariffs, which for many decades have been used successfully by other countries against us, but not anymore. Companies know that if they build in America, there are no tariffs, and that's why they're coming home to the USA in record numbers. They're building factories and plants at levels we haven't seen, AI, automobiles. We're doing what nobody thought was even possible, not even remotely possible. There has never, frankly, been anything like it. 1 year ago, our country was dead. We were absolutely dead. Our country was ready to fail, totally failed. Now, we're the hottest country anywhere in the world. And that's said by every single leader that I've spoken to over the last 5 months. Next year, you will also see the results of the largest tax cuts in American history that were really accomplished through our great, big, beautiful bill, perhaps the most sweeping legislation ever passed in Congress. We wrapped 12 different bills up into one beautiful bill. That includes no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and no tax on Social Security for our great seniors. Under these cuts, many families will be saving between $11,000 and $20,000 a year, and next spring is projected to be the largest.
Yeah, because everybody's gonna be on UBI. All right, because the whole system. This is when he not gonna tell you how he's behind the scenes. All right, forwarding the crypto. Okay, which he was supposedly against it before he ran. All right, they're about to reset this whole market. And you talking about the big, beautiful bill and tax breaks. It's all bullshit. The whole system is about to reset.
Before Christmas, a warrior dividend in honor of our nation's founding in 1776. We are sending every soldier $1,776.
Woohoo!
Think of that.
Think of that.
And the checks are already on the way. Nobody understood that one until about 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, because remember, it's the 250th anniversary of America coming up. All right, in 2026, which is usually when empires fall.
Everybody. And by the way, we now have record enlistment in our military. And last year, we had among the worst recruitment numbers in our military.
Even more lies, because the scripture, there's going to be a draft, all right, when these people start getting mowed down in these wars. As the scriptures say in 2 Ezra 16, the men shall die in the wars. Matter of fact, let me just get it. Let me talk.
I negotiated directly with the drug companies, foreign nations, which were taking advantage of our country for many decades to slash prices on drugs and pharmaceuticals by as much as 400, 500, and even 600%.
Yeah, they gonna cut the prices on the pharmaceuticals, the drugs. But yeah, so if he said, let's say there's an all-time high, inscription or not inscription, people signing up. Well, guess what? This was gonna end up happening. 2 Ezra 16:34. In the war shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. They're gonna die in the wars.
By number.
So that extra 1,700 they're gonna give you, that's just to entice you or keep these bumbling morons in the military so they can go fight this war that he's about to declare.
So these unprecedented price reductions will be available starting in January through a new website, TrumpRx.gov. And these big price cuts will greatly reduce the cost of health care. I'm also taking on.
But they cutting the health care, the insurances. Okay.
Billions of dollars of money that should go directly to the people. The money should go to the people. That's you. so they can buy their own health insurance, which will give far better benefits at much lower cost. It will be far better health insurance. The current Unaffordable Care Act was created to make insurance companies rich. It was bad health care at much too high a cost. And you see that now in the steep increase in premiums being demanded by the Democrats, and they are demanding those increases, and it's their fault. It is not the Republicans' fault. It's the Democrats' fault. It's the Unaffordable Care Act, and everybody knew it. Again, I want the money to go directly to the people so you can buy your own health care. You get much better health care at a much lower price. The only losers will be insurance companies that have gotten rich, and the Democrat Party, which is totally controlled by those same insurance companies. They will not be happy, but that's okay with me, because you, the people, are finally going to be getting great health care at a lower cost. Another major focus is the cost of energy. For years, the radical left Democrats exploited.
And the reason the electricity is going up, the energy prices, is because of all these data centers that are put. America has like 60 something percent of all the data centers on the earth. Okay, and they're buying right now all these farmlands, and they're buying up right now so they can build more data centers. All right, they said the hell with Christmas tree farms. We're gonna buy them farms up and build data centers. Look it up.
Let's think of that, 5,000.
You wonder why your electricity is going through the roof, your bill.
A national energy emergency. Gasoline is now under $2.50 a gallon in much of the country. In some states, it
won't be much longer.
At 99 cents a gallon. And within the next 12 months, we will have opened 1,600 new electrical generating plants, a record, and it's a record that won't be beaten by practically, I would say, by anybody, or certainly not very soon. Prices on electricity and everything else will fall dramatically. The Democrat inflation disaster, again, the worst in the history of our country, also robbed millions of Americans of home ownership and indeed the American dream. The yearly cost of a typical new mortgage increased by $15,000 under Democrat rule. In 11 months, we've already gotten that annual cost down by $3,000, and it's coming down a lot lower. Wait till you see, the numbers are going to be shocking. And I'll soon announce our next chairman of the Federal Reserve.
Pay attention to that. The new chairman of the Federal Reserve, that's going to be big with this crypto coming to rule the government. The new financial system will be run through crypto. Okay, if you check out those videos we've been doing weekly updates on.
In American history.
Everything's going digital, like we said, beginning with the elder apostles. Everything's going digital. All right, the fiat currency is finished. All right, that's why they're gonna reset the markets, the economies, and bring this the blockchains online, and everything's gonna go through them blockchains.
Administration and their allies in Congress brought in millions and millions of migrants and gave them taxpayer-funded housing, while your rent and housing costs skyrocketed. Over 60% of growth in the rental market came from foreign migrants. At the same time, illegal aliens stole American jobs and flooded emergency rooms, getting free health care and education paid for by you, the American taxpayer. They also increased the cost of law enforcement by numbers so high that they are not even to be mentioned. For the first time in 50 years, we are now seeing reverse migration as migrants go back home.
See, that's what I read earlier. They're going back to their own lands.
In the year before my election, all net creation of jobs was going to foreign migrants. Since I took office, 100% of all net job creation has gone to American-born citizens, 100%. In the end, government either serves the productive, patriotic, hardworking American citizen, or it serves those who break the laws, cheat the system, and seek power and profit at the expense of our nation. Look at Minnesota, where Somalians have taken over the economics of the state and have stolen billions and billions of dollars from Minnesota and indeed from the United States of America. And we're going to put an end to it. For so long as before my election, the vast majority of good and decent Americans were forced to watch as corrupt politicians plundered the halls of power. exploited our taxpayers, and pillaged every system that makes civilized society function. But not anymore, and you see that every day, not anymore. We're putting America first, and we are making America great again. Very simple. We are making America great again. Tonight, after 11 months, our border is secure. Inflation is stopped. Wages are up.
Shit.
Prices are down. Our nation is strong. America is respected, and our country is back, stronger than ever before. We're poised for an economic boom, the likes of which the world has never seen. Soon we will host the World Cup and the Olympics, both of which I got. But most importantly, we will celebrate the 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence. There could be no more fitting tribute to this epic milestone than to complete the comeback of America that began just 1 year ago. When the world looks at us next year, let them see a nation that is loyal to its citizens, faithful to its workers, confident to its identity, certain to its destiny, and the envy of the entire globe. We are respected again like we have never been respected.
Oh, it's gonna be hated by the world.
Every one of you.
Even Europe, we see them about to go to war with Russia, and Trump just pretty much said to hell with them. That was it? Oh man, that's trash. We was expecting some more shit talking from that nigga. But nonetheless, it's over for America. They ain't gonna be making America great again. All right, America's gonna be hated. He said that these nations are gonna envy America. No, my friend. Let's go to Revelation, because the world already hates America. All right, and the few allies that it has, they're about to be done with this place. Revelation 17 and verse 16, it says, "In the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore." Yes, so the EU. Okay, the beast shall hate the whore. Okay, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. For the Most High hath put it their hearts to fulfill his will, and to agree, and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled. So it was for a time these nations were, alliance with the Babylon the Great, and now with the cruel Lord DJ Trump, all right, Nero 47, it's over. It says, "And the woman which thou sawest is the great city Babylon, which reigneth over the kings of the earth." So these places done. They're gonna burn her with fire. There ain't no making America great again. America's about to go to war. Surprised they didn't mention it. They was supposedly supposed to mention it. Guess not. Maybe he'll come out and say tomorrow or whenever. But just keep an eye on these, the hate. Oh, now the hate speech. You talk about the small hats. They have put on everybody on notice that look out for T attacks. Look, not only watch out for that, but watch out for what's going on the economy, the markets. Okay, like he mentioned, the Fed chair is about to be replaced, but the Clarity Act's coming. All right, so these next few weeks is going to be very interesting, leading up to January and February. And I believe in March is when the new Fed chair is supposed to come in, if you don't fire the nigga that's in there now. But these next coming weeks is going to be big, because let me get one last scripture, because Esau sees that what's going on, right? See, because all that shit talking and blowing up fishing boats in the Caribbean. All right. Well, guess what? Russia and China are in there now. This is Revelation 12 and 12. "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil," aka that devil, all right, which they're all devils at the end of the day. All right, he's just the king of Babylon currently. This devil, okay. The Lord's about to use this nigga to bring death and destruction upon you Babylonians. That cruel Lord. It says that for the devil has come down unto you, and that's why things are going to move very quickly in these coming weeks, because they have to push this. All this chaos ultimately is going to be used as a catalyst to bring forth the mark of the beast. All right, the MOTB. And again, keep paying attention to what's going on with the markets, and it could very well crash soon. The economy, everything is moving digital IDs, everything's pretty much set to go. They just need something to really distract the people and escalate, and they can push this forward. It says, having great wrath. So, like it says, for the devil has come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth he hath but a short time. So, hey, with that, Lord's will, this is edifying. Gonna give all praises, glory, and honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash. The honors to the elder apostles, great millstone, who were well. And salutation, much love to the elect of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Shalom.